Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and this is a pickups slash thank you video to some friends who have sent me some very, very cool and generous gifts. So I'm going to start off shouting out my buddy Fred. I'm not going to use last names, but you know who you are. He is a longtime YouTube subscriber and friend who wrote to me recently and said, I want to send you this really cool t-shirt. What's your address? And this came in the mail. A really cool Lost Boys shirt. It's obviously one of my favorite films. I have a really old Lost Boys shirt with the poster on it, very faded. So this is very cool to have a shirt, brand new, bright. Thank you, Fred. You picked out a awesome, awesome shirt as a gift. I also wanted to say thank you to my buddy Jason, who runs Pop Retro on YouTube. You may know his channel. He's a really fun YouTuber who talks about movies. That's why we get along. He had recently come across a second copy of Happy Birthday to Me. And this was one that I always wanted. And I bought it from someone for like a cheap price, like maybe $5 with shipping. It was very cheap, $6. And the guy's like, oh, I sold it twice. I didn't realize. Let me refund you. So that happened to me once. And I went to go pick it up at a store once. It wasn't there. So like I always had like bad luck. And he was like, just give me your address. I'll just send you my spare copy. So thank you so much to Jason. You may know that back cover. That's probably a little more well known on that slip cover they normally have in the store for this movie. But this is a fun little slasher that I hope to watch soon. And my birthday's actually coming up in a month. So maybe I'll save this for my birthday. And then I traded in these two games I got from the flea market. I spent $5 for both games. It was AO Tennis 2, which I never even played, and Call of the Wild, the deer hunting simulator, both on Xbox One. I traded them in and got like 20-something dollars. And I picked up Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I loved. I had played this on Game Pass. I think there's some DLC for it, but I'm not sure. And I just figured if I ever wanted to go back to this, I have it on disc now. It's no longer on Game Pass. It's a great Castlevania type of game made by, I think, the original team. And then I picked up Tales of Iron, which was I think it's like a side-scrolling sort of blasphemous Dark Souls kind of game. Not as hard, but looked really good. Cel-shaded, weird graphics. So in total, I spent $3 on these two. They had like a promotion going on where they gave me more credit. And I think these were on clearance. So they were half off. Oh, this wasn't, but this was on clearance. So it was $30 with half off. So I got it for $15. So in the end, I spent $5 on the games I traded in and $3 on these games. So $8 in total. And finally, a huge, huge thank you to my friend James, who him and I are fans of some of our favorite bands are intertwined. So we're fans of this band and this singer. And he said, did you ever read his book? And I said, no, I've wanted to read it for like a decade now. And I just never purchased it. I don't really have the time to read sometimes. And, you know, I'm trying to save money, not buy too many extra little things. $3 is no big deal, but, you know. So he said, you know what? You're my friend, and I want you to read this book. It was really good. I'm going to buy it for you and send it to you. So this was such a cool, cool gift. Excuse me. This is Mike Hideous from the Empire Hideous, one of my favorite Gothic bands. Memoirs, his autobiography. King of an Empire to the Shoes of a Misfit. The Memoirs of Mike Hideous. This is, I believe, I think self-published book. I could be wrong. He's really cool to talk to. He was the singer in the Misfits for a brief period during their touring when Michael Graves left and they needed someone. Excuse me. So I've been wanting to read this for years, and we recently just renovated our house and put on a room, kind of like a sunroom that you can read in or relax. So when I have the time, this is the first book I'm going to read. Very thick. I haven't read a book in about 4 or 5 years, probably. I think it was Valkyries from Paulo Coelho, the guy who wrote The Alchemist. I think I was on vacation in Hilton Head, and I read that on vacation. That was the last time I read a book. So I look so forward to reading this. And thank you again, Fred, for the shirt, and I look very forward to watching this. And the more I think about it, my birthday is probably the best time to watch it. So thank you, everyone, for the wonderful gifts. And let me know, guys, if you've played these games, read this book, seen these movies, or seen this movie, I should say, singular. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Thanks for watching. Be good.